In this video, we're going to cover how and when communications will be set in the primary search timer, the secondary search timer, and the progress report timer. So we're starting here. Here's the incident list page. This will give you the list of all the incidents that are going on. So we're going to work with an older one. This is from yesterday, 1285 LT Grassel Boulevard's box. So if this is the one that you need to go in and start take into command and control, you'll hit the arrow, you'll enter into the alarm. The first screen that opens up is going to be the general summary page. The CAD resources will be listed here. Here's the tab that is Action Journal. If you go straight across to your right, you'll see here's the address, 1285 LT Grassel Boulevard. Just above there, you're going to see the duration of the call. So this one came in yesterday. So it's been 21 hours, 55 minutes, and 6 seconds. So this will keep the ongoing, how long the call is actually running for. So you can say the duration of the call and how long we've been received the call at. So what communications is going to want to do is they're going to want to hit Action Journal. They're going to enter the Action Journal here. They're going to want to go down to interior operations. And in interior operations, you're going to find primary search and secondary search. The first timer that they're going to set is primary search. The primary search timer will be set after the initial battalion chief gets on scene, or the initial chief, could be any chief, could be a deputy chief or whoever's assuming command, that first chief officer that gets on scene and gives the initial chief size up report. When they are done with the initial chief size up report, communications is going to set the timer for 8 minutes. You can do that two ways. See how I just hit the plus 10 minutes and knocked it down by 2? Or you can hit the up arrow right up to 8 minutes and they're going to set the timer. They're then going to go down to the task area where it says progress report. They're going to set the progress one report for 12 minutes. So they get plus 10 and then up to and start the timer. Hit start timer. The timers will start to run. They're going to start counting down. See how it's coming down? We're going to reset this one so we can see one go into alarm. We'll set it for 20 seconds quick. So that's going to start counting down as it's going on. So now a couple things going to happen. If the primary search is not complete by time the first progress report is due, and this is possible, we can experience heavy fire conditions or in operations, and it might have to go in the second one. They will hit just stop timer and not include it. If the primary search is done, they're going to check the box. So right now, this one's an alarm. So let's say that right now, there are difficult operations, they're still stretching hose line, primary search is not completed at this time. They're going to hit the alarm and just hit stop timer. It's not done, so they're not going to check it off. We're going to go here and reset this one quick so we can put this one into alarm. And what everybody's going to see is when they go into alarm, all the tablets would receive an alarm bell going off for them to tell them that there's an action journal that needs to be taken care of. There's a task that needs to be taken care of. They scroll down, they see which one's in alarm. So what we're going to do on scene, let's say our progress report is due. Our first progress report is due. It's 12 minutes after the initial chief's report. They're going to check off the box and they're going to give you they're going to give you your first progress report. They're going to cover the information that needs to be covered. And in this one, they're going to say the primary search was not complete due to a task. What communications is then going to do is unclick this progress report, reset that again for 12 minutes, start the timer, and then they're going to come back up to the primary search and reset that for 8 minutes. And the two of them will start running down. And they're going to start counting down. Now, every time communications will have to uncheck this box and reset this 12-minute timer. It goes to 18 minutes after 1 hour operations or after car 31 or car 39 are on scene. Then this timer will be set for 18 minutes. So let's say these alarms actually came down and they're due. Now, primary search is done. The IMT or the chief officer checks off primary search. It's complete. They're going to wait for their next progress report. And in that next progress report, they're going to include that primary searches are complete. So now they're going to check off progress report. Communications then will uncheck progress report. They're going to reset this to 12 minutes. 12 minutes. They're going to come up here, and now they're going to set the one for secondary search. And they're going to make that one for 8 minutes. That gives the incident commander and the IMT team 4 minutes to prepare for their progress report. That's why they are set at different levels. If the secondary search is complete, they'll simply check it off. If it's not, again, they'll just hit stop timer, and they're going to stop the timer when it goes into alarm, and they're going to give you the progress report saying that secondary searches are not complete. Again, communications then would have to come in. We stop the timer here, and let's say that the secondary search is not complete, and the progress report did go into alarm. And now the incident commander gave it, they check it off. You uncheck the progress report. You reset this for 12 minutes again, because that's when their next one will be due. And then you would come back up here, just like we did for the primary search, and reset the secondary one again for 8 minutes. You'll keep resetting this one for every progress report until it is checked off and they say secondary searches are completed.